Hello boys and girls. Your gifted sub expired? I mean, it didn't give you anything, so it's not that big of a deal. Here we are again. The only thing I've done off stream is made some armor for myself and a better pickaxe. Gave you emotes? I don't have any emotes. Oh, you mean the other one? Right. For some reason I thought you got a gifted one here. So yeah, it's just unbreaking on all my dark steel stuff. And then I've empowered it all so that I can absorb more damage. Pickaxe is just more efficient. And it works as a shovel too. And I've got inventory on all of this stuff, which I had already on my boots before, but now it's expanded a little bit. And I can move quicker, which is just convenient. We said GTA today. Oh, Minecraft is a lot harder for me to stream, so I feel like when I'm capable, I should do it. And GTA is kind of an easy thing. I can just do whenever. I forgot what this was for. I don't even remember. Gold. I just did some kind of exploring around. I went to a couple of the cities and just had a look at some of their loot. There's nothing particularly special, I don't think. But it was a bit of fun. You can set the scanner to look for chests, so you can just see chests through all the walls. It's pretty convenient. I was getting my ass kicked, which is why I had to build the armor. And the enchanter here to put some shit on there. That's really it. I haven't gotten used to the speed of this pickaxe though, it's crazy. Let's get these out of the way. Actually, I remembered one other thing I did. Two other things. These lanterns, you can place one, and anywhere within like a 16 block radius it'll put light sources, so I could get rid of all the torches here. Also convenient when you're exploring, you just, if you find a spawner and drop one down, it'll like light up the whole building around it. That was the other thing. Made a Enderman model here, which I just ran for a bit to get the pristine Enderman matter, which I can use to get ender pearls. Let's get rid of that. Because I needed some ender pearls to make the armor. So that's where we're at. I try not to do too much progression, but like if I'm in the mood to play and I'm trying to mine or I'm trying to explore buildings or whatever, then I don't mind doing a little bit to make that a bit easier on myself. Alright. So the goal I have today is to start auto-crafting. I want to build a few more advanced machines, and then I'm going to have an assembly line going along up here, I think. And then I'll teach it like the basics to make circuits, probably will be one of the first big things, so that I'll be building all the resistors and the capacitors and stuff, transistors. And then I imagine I'll need so that'll be like a medium voltage line, and then I'll probably have to have a low voltage line as well. Or at least just for a few machines so that I can automate the polyethylene. Because I'm just using a couple of low voltage machines and then pipe that into a high voltage probably. I haven't used the liquid... Oh, the liquid... or is it fluid? I don't remember. Yeah, the branch of AE that does fluids. I mean, I have used it before, but I'm not very knowledgeable about it. So I don't really remember how. So I guess we'll get to that. It's probably just going to be a temporary setup anyway, because eventually we'll get high voltage everything. I don't know where that came from. I think I built another one of these. It's just more snad. Farmed up a bunch of sugarcane. Because I needed that for the ethanol, I think. I was just getting pretty low on it, so... I recommend playing Dauntless every now and then as well. Mildly time-gated in regards to getting better cells. So it work better as filler than GTA. The problem I have with Dauntless is that the sensitivity, the mouse sensitivity is so incredibly low. And this mouse doesn't have DPI settings apparently. Or if it does, like the software for it's fucking up. all of the software I've ever had for my mice always fucks up before the hardware. So I can't change any of that. So I'm like moving at like half the pace that I actually want to be moving at. There's no way I can play like that. I just need to get a new mouse. Seeing as I'm not going like hardcore in Warframe at the moment, I don't even need all these other buttons. I need to decide what I want. I basically want these machines. So these first 5, I want to build another one of. Chemical reactor will be useful up there. Assembling machine I've already got, which is good. So these 3 will also be on the building line. Electrolyzer. It is convenient. Yeah, I guess we'll build these first. So we want a compressor and a lathe. Compressor. Lathe. Already got the wire mill. Alloy smelter. Macerator. Macerator. Here's the default sensitivity, and it's just fine for me. What's your mouse DPI? Mine's typically 1600, I think. I usually have my sensitivity way up. I should be able to look forward and spin 180 without moving my mouse more than an inch. It's probably closer to... I'd say it's about 10 millimeters that I move my mouse to do a full 180. If I can't do that, then it's not quick enough. Alright. No idea, I don't ever use the button. I mean, it's typically in the software. I don't ever use a button either. 1600? Yeah. Alright. The alloy smelter is easier than I thought it was. Oh, it needs copper nickel though. Fair enough. The thing I like making the least are these circuits and the pistons, I think. It's just a button. Interesting. So I need motors. Piston requires a motor. So I need 2 here. 2 there. 2 there. So I need 6 motors total. Oh. I'm not sure if I should still be using this stuff or if I should just be clicking it all through in there. Really work that out. Whole bunch of copper cable. Aluminium rods are good. Magnetic rods are good. So we need copper cable, copper wire. Right. Let's see what we've got in here. A lot of copper wire. How much of that I needed? Probably not that much. And just turn that into cable. Do 2 more. Get some rubber. And it feels so good when I get any auto crafting going. Much of that. It is just 2x, yeah. I need 6 of those total, right? And how many of those? 4. So 4 of these guys. We've got plenty of plates. We're gonna need more copper cable. Got enough gears, got enough rods, nice. So we just need more cable. How much did we actually use? There. Not too bad. 4 of them. I need a bunch of circuits or primitive processors. I don't think I've got either of those in here. That's not what this makes, is it? It is. Right. Well, that's convenient. Just don't like them. MV machine hull. MV machine hull. And 4 of them, which is a lot of aluminium plate. Gonna get that out. Get that squashing down. I don't know if I've got any more cooking up. No. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Not too big a deal. More copper cable though. God damn it. Which I think was already in there, right? Okay, last one of them. And that weird saw. Saw, copper nickel. Just needs a diamond. Alright, that's not too bad. I'm going to keep all that because I'm going to need it all, I'm sure. What's this saw made out of? Steel plates with all of that stuff. Didn't I have that in here? It's a raw iron. That was just steel version, wasn't it? It's not too bad. Thought I had 4 plates then. Been too convenient. I really like the idea of getting one of these machines running for each mob and just getting it pumped through so that I can turn it in here. So another thing I wouldn't mind doing is automating clay, because you automate clay and there's those pristine, like pristine dust or something. I don't remember how to automate that. I don't remember how to make that at all. But I'm pretty sure it's automatable. So then you could just feed these things with polymer clay the whole time and just get crazy amounts of output. I think that would be super nice to do, but I think to have all that stuff running will be very power intensive. And while I've got a lot of power at the moment for doing what I'm doing, I don't think I really have enough to do that right now. That would be something that I'm kind of looking forward to. What am I doing? This guy. One of them. Should be able to make that. Copper, nickel, diamond. I don't know if I've got any of this stuff. A little bit. That's 8x. So it actually works out nicely. Do these work here? They don't. Oh. Hey Diamond, welcome. Why does that not work? God damn it. Of course I've got to put it back into the AE system. What's the other thing I was saying I was missing? That's a micro circuit. What is this? It's just an electronic circuit. Ooh. I don't think I've made this stuff yet, have I? I don't remember making epoxy. No, I haven't made epoxy. Was I really just using primitive still? No, that's what I was doing. That makes more sense. So how many of these guys do I need? 2 for that. 2 for that. I need 8 total. Which means I'm going to need more of these guys, which is annoying. I really want to get these things automated because, man, I hate making them. What am I missing here? Let's just go ahead and do that. Need wire, transistor, resistor. No transistor, no resistor. A few of them. No resistors left. I think that was just coal and fine wire. Ooh, it's one too many peas. I'm gonna take a bit of that. That cooking up. Didn't I have something else going here? Just the aluminium? Guess so. Take all that out. Get that started. Get a whole bunch of resistors real quick. Is that... That's not a basic one. So I've actually got an advanced one already. I don't know if it's faster or not. Guess we can find out. It's about 3 seconds. It's about 4.5 seconds, so it is quicker. Good to know. I'll do in the meantime, I'm sure. So resistors, transistors, copper wire, just the circuits. It does need tin though, which it's got tin. So I need 8 of those guys, right? So I'm actually going to need a whole bunch more. That's just capacitor and the phenolic, which I've got, and I've got. We're going to need more capacitors though. I think I've actually got plenty of that stuff. Oh, I lied. I had a bit. Alright, and it had no rubber. Oh, I got a bit more. That's not too bad. Man, this thing's slow. We only need 8, so it looks like we're gonna have... Well, I don't know, because he uses 3, that's right. Getting ahead of myself. Get all that out. That goes in, that goes in. Copper wire and the resistor again. A whole bunch of those going. I'm gonna need to make more of this. I think is pretty annoying to make. It uses that phenol. Yeah, phenol. I only need 2 more. So really that's enough. Get that in, get that in. I want to have this automated so I don't have to do it manually all the time. Very shortly. I forget what this was for. One more. Alright. Can I make this? Yes. Can I make this? Yes. Advanced lathe. Compressor. Awesome. That could have been much worse to make. So, I want the wire mill. Although I actually need to make another CEF, I believe. Unless I move that up there, which I could do, I guess. I'm going to need more anyway, though. That's a low voltage. I've got 2 more low voltages. So I read somewhere that the item slots here doesn't... Someone in chat told me the other day that it refers to how far the power can travel. But I read somewhere that it's actually how many machines can run on the single line at once. So if you've only got a 4 cell, you can only have 4 machines running at the same time. And it won't have enough power to push into the other ones. Whereas 16 can go, obviously, 16 of them. because this is 18 blocks long and this is still getting power. I think this is only on 4x cable. So that makes more sense to me at least. So I'm going to make another CEF, I think. I'll get rid of all this. I want to make a 16 one. Ooh, I forgot they're actually expensive. I don't know how much energetic I've got. Everything else is easy, but the energetic. Imagine I don't have much of that. I think that's energetic dust and gold. And that is redstone and glowstone in the mixer, really. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Wait, never mind. I was using those to make lanterns, now that I think about it. Pretty sure I've got a mixer. Obviously I've got a mixer if I've made this before. Alright, that's not so bad. And that just costs gold on top of that. Which I did have to go mining for last night. Yes, I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Well, that's only a 4x, so I probably still want to. Because I want a 16x up there. Alright, fine, we'll do it. I think I've got conduit already. Yep. Chest, obviously I've got. Did I make one spare of these? I didn't. Of course I didn't. Does that need another board or no? No. Well, that worked out perfectly. I can make one more. Maybe machine hull, which is just aluminium. That one's easy at least. Oh, no copper wire. God damn it. Alright. Then I just gotta smash all that into wire. Wire mill. Add a little bit more. I'm probably going to need all of it. Where's the mixer, that one? Wouldn't mind upgrading this soon as well. Instead of LV, get an MV one. Makes it go a lot quicker, I think. Oof. Actually, it wasn't so bad. I only needed 2, didn't I? Yeah. Alright. Not terrible. I will need more batteries. These are all LV, aren't they? Wait a minute. I thought I had a bunch of batteries. That is LV. Gotta do that in the assembler, really? Old cable, battery alloy. Wish I've got both of those. That needs to be squished. And then I need lithium. Plenty of that. Oof, that's slow. I'm also going to need to make more conduit. Yeah, which I didn't have. So I guess I'm glad I'm making more of that. Because I need the 4x going under all the machines, I think. I'm just going to use 4x in the short term. Can upgrade it to 16 if I need to. Maybe that's a limiting factor as well. Maybe if I'm using 4x cable, it'll only power the 4 machines. Not entirely sure. I think it's too big of a deal, because it takes so long to get anything done that everything backlogs pretty easily. Those in... give me that. In here. That and that. What else did it need? I want large, medium. I'm just going to add that so I don't keep losing it. Oh, it's copper cable. Not gold wire. And you just craft it. What the hell am I thinking? Polyethylene to make that? Why would I do that if I can just do this? Crazy. I need 2 more of these. More cable I've got. So 4 of that. And then I need the canning machine to fill those up, which I've got somewhere here. This guy. Already got lithium in there. Conveniently enough. Alright, so that worked out quite well. Just need more cable. So I'm going to have that here for now. I have the cable going across the bottom, which I need to coat in rubber. Which of course I don't have. 2 plates. I'm gonna run out of that one day, it's gonna be super annoying. Just go away for now. Get our last battery out. I don't know if having 4 of these in a 16x is a limiting factor as well. I don't really care too much. What are you talking about? Does that have to be melted down and done properly? No, I want uses. It does need me to melt it down. Why you gotta be so annoying? And that's what the 24 was for. What do we got here? It's still got tin in it. That can stay. Get that in there. Get that melting rubber. Do I have tin here? Really? Now we do. Man, this efficiency is crazy. It's punching holes in the roof right behind it. Get that outputting into here. That's making 1x, which is fine because I can just combine it. I just want to see who's texting me. Right. Can go. This can go. Might as well get that getting squished into more rubber because I always need it. And that's going to be taking quite a while. Being able to move so quick is very convenient. I need to get more gold in there as well. Not that much, but it's fine. There's a mixer at. Ooh. I need more than that, in fact. A bit more gold. Man, I'm chewing through this. I might have to go mining again. Pretty sure I processed all of the ore. At least most of it. Just over a stack. Not great. Did you find a magnet? No, I didn't. I went hunting for ages in the nether, and then I looked it up and found out that they don't even spawn in the nether. I spent probably another hour cruising around searching in the overworld and couldn't find that either. They're apparently common in the end, and what's the other dimension I've forgotten? They're not common in the dimensions that I have available. Yeah. The end and somewhere else, I thought it said. I don't remember though. Either way, I don't have access to it in the short term. This is way more than I need short term, I think. Hang on a sec. Can I really not do that? Let's stop that for a second. What is there besides the end and nether? There's no Twilight Forest. I don't remember. I just thought there was another one. Maybe there wasn't. Well, that's super annoying. I thought I could just make that stuff better. Apparently not. Because I want 4x. So I really have to actually make it straight into 4x. Just 26. Set to 24. So what can I do with this then? I can smash it up to get a small pile, which isn't useful. I can get 72 millibuckets of energetic alloy back out. That seems really dumb to me. So I've got the 1x cable that I can't use. I'm sure it'll be useful in crafting, but I don't really need that at the moment. I really only need like 5 pieces. No rubber left. I did have a spare here. Let's use that. Nice. So I guess we want it with the compressor first, lathe, macerator, alloy smelter. I'm going to want the Y mill as well though, I know. So the Y mill and the assembly machine are the two next pieces I want. Compressor first, lathe, macerator. I want to have the... I guess the Y mill would even go there, makes more sense. Lathe, macerator, alloy smelter, assembling machine. Alright. So I need to run power to that. How much more of this stuff do I have? I've only got 12. I don't have any of this because I turned it all into cable like a fucking idiot. get this rubber back out just so I don't forget about it. This will be enough of this stuff. I don't think I need too much more, but at least a bit. Also need to build another terminal. Ooh, no conduit binder, really? That's fine. So that's going to be here somewhere. So I guess we'll just feed that through the wall. Definitely have power under here somewhere. Also got it there, which is pretty convenient. I mean, obviously I would have it there. Why wouldn't I? We can just run it straight along like that. Oh, it goes in. You know, I don't know why I just completely forgot about this section. This is the RF section. Of course I have RF going here. Plug in the back. Give that some batteries. They're filling up. Kind of feel like I made the efficiency of this pick too fast. Pretty hard to control sometimes. So we've got that plug-in in there. No monsters can get back in. Cover that back up a bit. Nice. What else was I waiting on? Just this? It's fine. I can go away again. Mill lathe, macerator, smelter, assembly machine. Alright. Assembly machine is going to need fluid as well, now that I think about it. So I'm going to need fluid extractor. I want to advance one of these guys. Basically everything that I just made before. Pump. Kind of annoying. It means I'm going to have to make more circuits, I think. Interesting. I don't have those yet. Oh, the wafers, right? Huh, you can make this stuff way more efficient. I think wafers are just super power intensive to make. I have to make more of these. Kind of annoying. I got 7 of those and I don't remember how they were made. Get out of it. Panel with a coated circuit board. I don't want to go crazy on this stuff because there's usually more efficient recipes as we go in. But I guess it's fine in the short term. Can I have one of these over here? This guy? Yeah. Can I do this? No. Of course not. I don't remember if that needed... No. I don't get why that's not running then. Coated circuit board is very cheap, you just have to cut down trees. Ah, that's the wrong thing, that's why. Okay. Let's get a tank. Let's go. I don't know if I need this stuff yet. Get a whole bunch of those crafting. Probably put it. How much do I have? Probably fit all that in a tank. Ooh, maybe not. 2 tanks. Hopefully we'll use most of it. Get rid of that. Capacitor, couple wire resistor. Does this still have tin? No. Stop that. I don't need a full stack, but it's fine. Got a whole bunch of those going. Do we run out of capacitors, I guess? Let's you'll make the other stuff now. This guy. Cost no copper. Got a bunch of that getting made. I would like to get the rubber tree. Oh, and get a rubber tree farm set up sometime soon as well. It's kind of not as pressing as getting the circuits auto crafting though. One of them. Do I have that set up already? I think I have it somewhere, right? I need a bronze rotor. Is that bronze? Yeah. That does want bronze. Need another electric motor too. Was this missing? A ring? Don't I have a thing for rings? I do. Ooh. I need to slap a sign on here. Got the rotor. What's that? Where is this thing? You really telling me I don't have that somewhere? You gotta be insane, I've made 1,000 of those things. Those are only the lower tier ones. These guys. Guess I just haven't. Unless it's this thing. Nope. Well, fair enough. Where's my work table at? What else is involved in that? 2 rubber rings, copper cable I've got. Needs a bronze screw. Bronze bolt. Bronze screw. Haven't made rubber rings, really? Oh, they made. Nice. Plate with a knife. Does it have a knife? It does indeed. Six of them, sure. Need a wrench, need a screwdriver. I haven't made medium steel pipes yet. Another motor. Needs more copper wire. Looks like we've got everything else. Copper cable we need as well. Where did I just put that? It's fine. Distracted myself. Let's do this. Copper cable and what? I'm being dumb. Let's add this, so I don't have to do that anymore. Let's hit the double copper wire. Oh, those guys in here. Got a wrench. Need more wrought iron. Screwdriver needs more rods. So I need wrought iron rods, wrought iron plate. A wrought iron ingot, sorry. Not many of that. Let's do that. Also, my partner just got home, so I'm going to go welcome her. I'll be 1 minute. Alright, I return. Any of those, give me all that. And that. Nope, this guy. Take that, give me a screwdriver, give me a wrench. Take those. What am I short on? Oh, the medium pipe. Oops. How does one make a medium pipe? Steel plates with a hammer and a file. Fair enough. Deal. Make a quarter stack. How did this go? Pretty well. How did this go? Yeah, run out of capacitor. It's fine. That's more than we need in the short term, I think. Can go. Hang on to that for now. That can go. I need 4, I need 6 total. And just wait for that. I don't think I had that anyway, I just had bronze pipe in one of these, didn't I? I guess we'll do that in here as well. What I wanted a hammer as well. And a file. Hammer. No plates. Get those done real quick. Take that, take that. Oh. Lock that in. What am I missing now? You kidding me? Copper cable. There we go. Is that so hard? I don't think so. Need another motor for that. I should have known. Give me that, take that back. I don't have any gears left. I've got rods, plates, I've got cable. Just need a gear, which is only a plate and a hammer, I think. Hammer. clearly don't remember. It's just shaped. Fair enough. Give me that. Put that in there. Get that guy. I think I have... Wait, no, I need to upgrade these circuits into processors, and then I have everything I need. Let's take that copper cable back. Always needing more of that currently. And glass, that's fine. This guy needs transistors again, don't I? Don't have... Oh, yeah, I do. Really? I thought there was something else I needed too. We got tin. Get those in there, get that in there. And I need 2. And I can make this. So that'll feed into the alloys, into the assembler up top. Wasn't too bad. A bit of a runaround, but not terrible. Oh, what am I missing? Really? I thought I made one of those. I did. Nice. So that's the assembly machine, so that will go right there. And then that'll output directly into it. Nice. I'm gonna have to run ME conduit, connect to all the interfaces, which I think they can just connect through themselves, so that should be fine. These guys. Oh, I've only got 5, really? I thought I made way more of those. Oh, that was a mistake. These things are a pain in the butt to make. Kind of annoying. So I need 1 for these 2. Oh. I mean, I guess I can still do these ones manually in the short term. I just want to... I really want to get this one automated. It's kind of my first call. That'll be enough for the moment. Actually, I'm going to need a... I assume A can pull through these guys. I need conduit too. And probably a filter. Basic filter, that'll do. So, how best to do that? I guess I could just have the chest on the back. Because the interface needs to be touching the chest, right? And then I need room for conduit. So I could have that there and the interface above it. Nope. So. Kind of a bit messy, but then the conduit can connect to other stuff here. So that'll probably be fine. That'll need item conduit coming down. For that, to leave that alone. Yeah. Get rid of that. So this is what I'm trying to automate currently. What does this do? Gotta put a pattern in here. That's right. So I guess we'll just run conduit along the top for now, which I don't think will be permanent. Nope. So I can get the machines hooked up and see exactly how they're interacting. That should be connected, because there's no channels with this AE, which is something that I'm definitely not used to. That should be connected to the chest. Do I have a... Why is that not telling me which thing it is? It's a pattern terminal. I want an interface terminal. Which is expensive because I've only got 5 of these fuckers. Should have added that to my thing. I always forget to do that. I'm not sure if I've got any of these guys. Turns out we do. What do I need for that? I just need one circuit upstairs. Hopefully, yes. It wasn't perfectly efficient, which is great. Need diamond. So if we do that, we do that. Does that output to there? Yeah. So that's an interface terminal now. I can, but it's back one, I guess. One of those. Which button is it? This one. So another thing I didn't mention earlier, I guess, was just the things that I've done here. So when I was upgrading my dark steel armor, I just made some higher tier capacitors, which you just need to combine with the armor so that you can empower them properly. Interface terminal is obviously the thing I just made. And then, what else was there? I think I just made a lot of dark steel. And silicon, which I think you use to make dark steel. So those were the challenges that I just hadn't accepted from doing stuff off stream. Nice. Only got 11 left. Did I have some of that floating around already? Did. So I've got more than I can hold in a tank. I don't know if you can upgrade these tanks. Tank? Pressurized fluid tank? You'd think that'd be better, right? Imagine that's at least double, maybe more. Because 16 buckets is not a lot. Not a lot indeed. So this guy, yeah, connected to the storage crate. This has a pattern, and if I do 144 is 1 ingot's worth, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to make those things again real quick. So I ran out of capacitors, didn't I? What did I need? I need more fine silver wire, didn't I? Oh, easy enough. Get a bit of that. Some of them. So it's 4 of those. How do you add more to that? Really? How the fuck do you do that? You can't shift click with this. Is there really no way to add more than a single instance to this window? There has to be, but I don't remember how. It has to be done in the terminal here. Not helpful. You can't do anything in an interface itself, right? No, I don't want to configure it to do that. Something is not adding up here. Like, I really should be able to tell this thing that it needs 4 of something in one slot. But I don't remember how to do that. There was another thing. Crafting table button on the side. This thing? Oh. That makes sense. Ah, you're a lifesaver. Let me turn my heater off. Thank you very much for that. I knew there was a way to do it. I remember there was another block that you could do stuff to the blank patterns with. Maybe it was just for like cell storage that I'm thinking of. It's been a while. But yeah, that's what I wanted. Convenient. So 4 of them. 4 of them. Now we only need 2 capacitors, 4 wire. Okay, we can't right click it in. 4 of that. 1 of them. Ooh. 1 of them and 1 tin ingot as well. Stop that. Fucking tin. The 1 tin ingot. So 4, 4, 2, 1, 1 tin. Makes one of these guys. Which I don't have any on me, of course. What's the other thing? Wire. One of those made just so I can tell it what it's going to get. So I'll output one of these guys. That's in this small chest. So I want to have a filter on the conduit, forcing tin into this guy. Will hopefully output straight into here. I guess we can test that. Do I want to? I mean, sure. Maybe not. So priority 1, so it'll push into here before the other one. That will whitelist tin ingots. So it'll always try and push tin directly into there. Doesn't need the tin in liquid? Yes it does. So this is going to output it into this chest, and then this is going to pull everything out. It will force tin only into here, and then all the other components will go into here. So that can insert on green as well, and then it will extract, we'll just have on brown. Insert on brown. So that'll pull tin always. Always into here, so that'll never put a tin ingot into this. Now that's not outputting. Is that not going to output into that automatically? How's it doing it down here? Why is that? Oh, I've probably hit one of those with the wrench at some point. Do I have a wrench on me? I do. Right, so that's pushing out the back, which is not where I want it. So what if we do this? Tin. Empty. Nice. So that'll push straight into there. I'm gonna empty that. Now that the proof of concept is working. Just so I don't have spare mineral in there. It'll dump everything into the chest, that'll pull tin into here, everything else will go into here. When that's done, that'll output through the top. That won't need the output because the conduit will just pull it. And then when that's back in there, will this take it? I'm not sure. I may need to output straight into the interface. But get those in there. Where did that end up? It would have just pushed back into here, wouldn't it? It did. Interesting. Let's do that so it's not expecting anything. So I'm gonna output straight back into that. Let's we don't want any inserting there. We want up to insert on brown. So green will come out, input into both of these, the finished product will go straight out into this. I don't have any more capacitors to test that again, which is kind of annoying. What's involved in making a capacitor? So rubber sheets need the rubber sheets need the compactor. Fine steel wire needs the wire mill twice. Tin alloy needs the alloy smelter first, doesn't it? How do you make tin alloy? That's a mixer. It's just tin and iron to get tin alloy. Makes sense. Oh, how are these things made? Aluminium. Those aren't hard. That's not hard. This is the painful bit. But it needs circuits, so I do need to get that rolling. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Just gonna add all these things. I think short term I'll need to do this one manually until I work out where I want my multi-blocks to be. There's no reason I can't do this stuff now. Copper wire and coal dust is easy. Get rid of that. That was right, wasn't it? 1 to 4. That'll give us 12. And go in here as well. So that's done. Copper wire. Do you expect to change base at any point in the future, or do you think they will simply expand on this base? I'm kind of imagining that this is like a temporary setup here, and that I'll fill up this entire building with auto crafting. And when that's done, then I'll just move to another building and start continuing from there. Kind of the concept is that I just want to utilize all the buildings in the area, right? So when this is full, I might move into there and fill that one up, and I want to operate within the constraints of the building. So I've got a pretty large space currently, but when I need to start building heaps of multi-blocks, you know, it might be useful to build them all in here. I kind of want to just make use of the prefab stuff. You know, eventually it would be kind of like a whole city basically. I'll just have conduit connecting it all. There was like wireless AE stuff, but I don't know if that's still a thing. It'd be cool if you built in the void dimension. I mean, I could do that, but I feel like that's pretty pointless. And the main thing, typically whenever I do any kind of pack, I want to utilize the features of the pack. Like whenever I'm building a warframe, I don't want to just build a tank. I always want to utilize the main features of that warframe. So when I'm playing in a rare cities map, I feel like I should be using all the cities. Like I try and expand off of the things instead of just destroying it all. Sure, it's a feature of the pack, but it's a nothing feature, isn't it? It's just delete the rest of the pack and work here. It's not very interesting. We got resistors. Copper wire, I'm going to need an interface on the wire mill. I don't know if I can just connect directly to the wire mill. Like, I know I can, I don't know if it's the best way to go about it. Also, can't you turn these into... I feel like these huge blocks are pretty messy. Can you turn that back? You can. That operates the same, but then you just need another piece of conduit. No? Can they not connect like that? Get up there. Interesting. So it's going to be messy regardless. So we'll stay like that in the short term. Typically I want everything to have a chest buffer between things. So I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I want to tell this copper wire and then copper wire again. One of these guys. How many does that make? 2. One of those makes 2 of them. One of these makes 4 of those. Why does that look like silver instead of copper, even though it's not? Why is that one invisible? Interesting. 1 copper ingot creates 2 1x copper wires. Yeah. So that's good. That can go, that can go. Fine silver, rubber sheet. That doesn't have to happen, does it? I'm pretty sure these connect to the system through one another. Can you erase the recipe and turn those back into blank patterns? I'm pretty sure you can. I think you can. Oh. If you just do that, it turns back to blank. I was pretty confident that you could. Oh. Treasure. I'd forgotten about that. So I need to tell it how to do silver wire as well. Which I need to make a bit more to demonstrate. Oh, never mind. So 1 silver ingot. It's 2 of those. 1 of those. Creates 4 of those. Gonna run out of slots pretty quick here. Wrong button. So that's done. Rubber sheet. I need to get like a storage bus and connect it up to this as well. In the meantime, I'll just throw a few in here. It's kind of annoying that I can't just tell it one. It's weird. One of those creates one of those. And this guy. I'm just going to turn that on. So I'm not sure if this will just pull straight out again. Ignore the contents of the target inventory. Do not push crafting items if inventory contains items. I remember that being important, and I don't remember why. Ignore the contents of the target inventory. Do not push crafting items if inventory. I feel like blocking mode is what we want, right? Excuse me? Pretty sure that was just a lightning strike. I want to keep that, I want to keep that. That can go. All of that can go. Make some space. Let's get this guy back in here. I don't need it currently. I don't think you want blocking mode on the circuit board one. You may be right. I'm not sure. I've also just realized that these guys are outputting at the back instead of up. I'm not sure if I can... Like, is that facing up now? Ooh, fuck. It is. So you can do that. So I can just slap that there and that'll output finished products back into the interface. So that's outputting to the right, and then this is getting pulled out with conduit. These will output on their own. So if I ask that for one of these, it says capacitors missing, which is true. So I need to tell it how to make tin alloy, which means I need a mixer. Because this has to be... I guess I can melt it? No, I can't. Because I need to make dust. Which can't just be crafted, it has to actually be pushed through a mixer. I need to make a mixer, connect it up there. I have a mixer here. That's low voltage. Just kind of annoying. Because I know this is going to require all the shit that I just made. Basically. You make them output to the top, they'll not be able to input items from that side unless you hit it with a screwdriver to allow inputs from the output side. Really? Do I have a screwdriver? Do not. I do not. What does this do? Allow input from output side. Kind of annoying that I actually have to hit the surface. Rubber sheet doesn't go there, copper goes there, that goes... Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Why did that say it was blank, actually? Did I accidentally make it blank? I guess I must have. I don't know how I did that. So I think that was just the copper ingot into the copper wire. That was weird. Alright, well, we'll find out if that works soon anyway. It's good to know for sure. These aren't set to output, so it should be fine. I mean, the easy way to test is just... Is that done already? Oh, it definitely worked. Alright, so I don't know if I really want to build a advanced mixer. I mean, I guess at some point I'll want it anyway, right? So maybe I should just do it. So I need an advanced mixer and then a... What's the other thing? A canning machine? No. A cluster mill. Advanced mixer. Advanced cluster mill. There's a lot of motors. It'd be nice when I can autocraft these guys. Alright. Let's start building those. So I need 7 motors total. Needs a lot of copper wire, a lot of copper cable. I need more rods. It's weird that you can't just craft it, even though there's a bunch of composite dust. Yeah, I know, it's weird. That's the only dust I've run into so far that needs the mixer. I'm sure there'll be more, but it is definitely odd. Copper. I'll get more of that. I'm sure I'll need it. Copper cable, couple other aluminium rods, of which I have a stack apparently. I need total 7. 6, and that's just the... What is it I've run out of? Copper cable, right. Could have told the autocrafter to make more copper. He did it manually. Fun watching you try to fight muscle memory from now on. Ah, you are actually correct. Huh. I mean, I'm sure I'll catch on soon enough. Alright, so I only needed 7, we got 1 spare, that's fine. 2 MV machine hulls, I imagine. Need another bronze rotor as well. What does that want? Need another ring and another screw. Need a rod. Oh, hello. Need a bolt. To a screw. And a ring. Actually correct, as if that's a surprise. I mean, I was surprised. Get those in there. That'll give me one of them. Now I need 2 of those holes. surprisingly, I have all the bits I need. I just need the processors. Sneeze my head off. So what is the problem if I tell this to craft 10 of them? Still the capacitor, which I just haven't told it how to make, because in the short term I can just put all this stuff in there. Now for this, do I need the molecular chambers to do this? Are you a loud sneezer? No, I wouldn't say I'm loud, just average. Clear that. Do that. So this pattern has to go somewhere, and I assume that's in an interface connected to these, right? Hey Garth. How would I want to do that? Your dad level loud? Oof. Pretty extreme. I don't know if I want to have the assemblers here as well, because I'm going to have another line of LV probably. I guess it's not too huge a commitment. I can just put it somewhere and then tear it down pretty easily later. Typically, you have 4 moleculars around it. Does that connect through one of those? I assume it would, right? Now, these are all powered, so it's obviously... Oh, it says device online. So it's obviously traveling through that, which is fine. Just going to move it over a bit in the short term. Yeah. So then that can go in here. And then I can just expand that outwards towards me. So I've got a bit of room for that. Smashing those out. Assume it already did all that. Isn't there a way to see what's currently being crafted? Maybe that's a different terminal. Maybe I'm thinking of logistics pipes. Unless you can open this, you can, that's what it was. Probably done by now though. Hammer in the top right of the terminal. Ah, yep, nice. Thank you. I think I used to click on these manually. So that can go, that can go. Now the next step is to tell it how to make these, right? So I need to tell it how to make transistor. What is soldering alloy? I think this is like a cheaper alternative to tin, right? I'm not entirely sure how to make it. Not going to bother with that in the short term. I got plenty of tin. Ooh, aluminium foil. So I'm definitely going to need a one of these guys up there, cluster mill. That's not terrible either. I'll add a transistor in here. So we can make transistors now. Do I have any of those? I imagine I must, right? Ooh, a couple. Can go. 4 wire, 4 resistor. It's 1 tin again. Not using interface terminal to add patterns. It's just an old habit, I guess. I know it's more efficient. I'm just so used to doing it the old way. Ooh. One of them. 10. Is that it? And 3 circuits. 2, 3. Rid of that. Toggle that back over. Transistor, wire, resistor, circuits, 110. That'll create something that I don't have. Wait, I do. That'll create one of those. See, we're just talking about it and I'm naturally doing it. Just habit. So that in there, I should be able to tell it to make a whole bunch of those now. How many do I need? I need 2, 4 total. I've got 4, so that's fine. Cluster mill. Mixer. So that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be for some reason. I'm going to need more energetic. I've got cooking up. I don't like to click on the pattern from JEI. Well, you can't when you're doing the crafting one. When you're doing the processing one, there's no like shift click option. Like I'm telling it how to. Maybe there is. You can? Huh. Yeah, I guess I just didn't see that. No, fair enough. It's actually very good to know. Oh. This guy. Just have to add tin, yeah. Again, it's just habits. I've been doing all this stuff manually for so long. Now that I've got this stuff, it's going to take me a while to get used to doing. As Les was saying. I do need this to be wire, right? And then I need to use rubber in this guy. This guy. The 26 is 4. Get that tin out. Some rubber in there. Ooh. Ooh, I thought the game crashed for a second then. And this will make X4, right? Yes, nice. And we'll just hang on to that, I guess, for now. Actually funny, because you're a particular mixture of self-aware and oblivious to it at the same time. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. What's that? That's tin. Get rid of that again. Probably don't want to turn all of that into wire, do I? I'll just save some ingots in the back. It's rubber. Leave there. Alright, so cluster mill, mixer. Mixer goes first. Cluster mill down there. So I can connect that with conduit just going underneath. Mixer, I definitely want to output the final product. I want it to be from the top. I want those to output. Alloy smelter, I'm probably going to have to do that with these as well. I'm going to leave the alloy smelter for now, although I'll probably have to do that too. You have to stop with the fake laughing, it's uncanny. I have not fake laughed once on stream. I don't think I ever do that. Why are they getting no energy? It's just because there's not enough batteries in here? Why the fuck? Can never tell. I don't know why anyone would fake laugh. That's feeding energy 7 across. These are mediums, right? Let's just see what happens if I put these in there. Nothing. I need better wire. It's energetic wire. It should go, unless you mean these 16. But that doesn't make sense because this LV here has a 4x going all the way across and powering all of these machines. The cabling in this mod pack is shit. I don't understand, like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, this needed 16 for a while, but then I just dropped it back to 4 and it works fine. And then there was a time when I could only get 4x to do 5 machines at once. I've got no idea what, like, how it actually wants to be functioning. I'm constantly having problems with it. Like, I wouldn't care if it required the 16x, but I just want it to be fucking consistent. See, these are getting power now. Fucking stupid pack. Has it crashed recently? It crashed once yesterday when I was alt-tabbed, so I don't even know what triggered it. I think I was just like paused and alt-tabbed. I don't know why. So I need more interfaces, I think. With the batteries back, good idea. I've definitely got no more left. I swear I made 5 of these things, right? That's only 4. Am I crazy? I had to use it to craft this, didn't I? Fair enough. So I don't need these here anymore. I need to tell that how to... What was it? It was for the transistor, right? Why can't I see it? Yeah. Just add that again. It's a plate to make foil, and then I needed to do that again with tin alloy. I guess I'll tell it how to make dust as well. Aluminium. Oh, I can just shift click that, as I've just learned. Wasn't the transistor yellow? Transistor is black, capacitor is yellow. So that makes that. I need to tell it how to make this. just confused myself. I've definitely confused myself. That would be a processing thing, wouldn't it? That makes that. See, I feel weird using that interface, honestly. So this is the compressor. So one ingot makes one plate. And I need the interface on there to do that one. Alright, I need to make more interfaces then. What's involved here? I can tell it. I don't know how to interact with the wrench actually. I guess we'll find out. Yep, that's the wrench I want. Missing one wrench. Got wrought iron wrenches. What if I... Oh. So that's Darminion or whatever it is. So what if I tell it it has to be that? Use Audic substitute. That's the same material and you have to program wrench pattern in. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to use wrought iron for now at least. So that's what I've been using for all my tools. It's pretty easy to get. So should I have that on allow then? And is that per pattern? Like then if I have a different wrench in there, it'll be able to use any wrench, right? It's going to be pretty irrelevant though, because I'm only going to have wrought iron. Alright. I'm going to have to tell that how to make wrought iron soon as well. Kind of annoying. They just both go in here. Different durability. Alright. So now I should be able to tell that to make. Still saying it doesn't have a wrench because I haven't taught it how to make another wrench. But I should be able to make one, right? No. It's because I have the wrench on me. So it is accepting that. Why would that take any time at all? What is it doing? Making aluminium plate, really? Huh, fair enough. Alright, so that works. Nice. So I can make aluminium plate, I can make the MV hull. Robot arm is going to need me to do a lot more. I'm going to run out of patterns way before this is done. I'm going to have to set that up somewhere else. I think getting interfaces automated is another big thing that I have to get done, because I'm going to need a lot of these things. I feel like I need 5 more just to get them automated. Kind of annoying. Actually, I should have used those. want to keep a screwdriver and a wrench on me. You want to program patterns first, then interfaces. Well, to do the patterns, I need to set up polyethylene again. I don't have much of that. I mean, I've got a bit. Let's add one of these guys in here as well. I need to set up the production line for this stuff because I've just been doing it manually. I still think interfaces first is what I want. And I'm going to have to make a whole bunch of both before I can autocraft either. Let's make more patterns. What am I missing to make those? Aluminum foil. Had my poly just being passively produced? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that as well. I just want to have like another line here that's just purely for poly, and then it will just be feeding sugarcane in there, and then it will just go through and just have like a big reservoir of poly in there. Like I won't do it on demand, but I need to set that up. And I haven't yet, obviously. Were you and Ellie mods in Scarlet's server before you made the Forge? Ellie was. I was never mod there. That's where I met her, though. Like, she came to me from Scarlet's. So I haven't actually tested this yet, so I'm assuming that this will work. Like, I haven't seen it make processors. I know it makes circuits just fine. I'm assuming it's fine, but I like to actually see it happen. It's clearly working, so that's good. I need to tell it how to make the next step up as well. These guys. Which one was it? That one. No. What have I been using for this? Electronic, probably. This guy. Yeah. Needs tin as well. Integrated circuit come from the wafers, I think. God damn it. So that plus a tin ingot. Right, it's one of those. Could use nano circuits, aren't they cheaper? I mean, I haven't made any of this stuff, so I don't know. Put that in there. Let's see what it complains about. IT is always cheaper, but you're always working towards them, yeah. If I say build one of these, it says okay. I'm short on tin alloy. I haven't told it how to make fine electrum yet. And those. But I could make a few. I don't know how many I need. I mean, the more the better, right? Let's do 3, I guess, short term. I've got 10 sheets. I need more than that. That's in the solidifier, that's right. The plate. Plate. I don't know why that's not all being turned into that. Use 144 each time. I have half a stack, which is not bad. What else is required here? Just find silver wire. Which I think I have told it how to make, haven't I? I don't need more, but I have. So I'll program that in here as well. Roll that away. Go up. Processor assembly. Ooh. Took the wrong one. I want this guy. And shift clicking that does not put it where I want it. Noted. I should have enough. What am I waiting on for that? Oh, right. So that tells it to make 3, not to do 3 of the processes. So really I'd have to tell it to do, what, 10. And then it would do 16 more. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Oh, 24 of them, it's pretty good. So I can autocraft those. I have to manually input a lot of stuff still. But I can start working on autocrafting this stuff. Because having these two and all of their base components doable is like massive. How did it only craft 3? I mean, it did craft 8. And it gave me, like I told it to craft 3 thinking that it would do 3 processes, but it did 1 process and created 8. So I took 8 out. But if I wanted to get more, obviously I had to input a lot more, which is why I did 16 the second time. You put an already programmed pattern into the bottom slot of the pattern terminal, you can reprogram it. Interesting. Huh, cool. So you don't have to clear it all the time. Very handy. Alright. So I need to get more interfaces going. So for copper cable, it knows how to make rubber, it knows how to make that. So I just need to tell it to combine it. And then I'll have to go in this guy. Copper it can do. It can't do electrum. It can't do energetic, sorry. So that's fine. I'm gonna have to need more interfaces to get this stuff going. Kind of annoying. Actually super annoying. Copper wire obviously is just 2. It's really weird to kind of be in the position I'm in, just trying to make it autocraft stuff like this. So the magnetic steel rod. Where is this thing? I feel like some machines like this don't need a higher tier version, right? Okay, I'm gonna just add this for now. So that it will just tell me what I'm missing. So I don't have to think. That's in there and I tell it to make an interface. What am I missing? Obviously. So what do these things require? So I need circuits. I need a bunch of circuits. Let's just make a whole bunch of circuits. I need Certus quartz and nether quartz. Yep. And then I've got everything I need for this except the circuits and the flux dust, I guess, which they both need. Which is a flux crystal, which is charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone. Which flux do I have? I have a bit. Oh, I've got more than I thought I had actually. So let's just tell it that that can be smashed into that. Whoa. It's a bit optimistic. And then do I have a... I do have the macerator, but I don't have any interface connected to it. Oh, I forgot I already made one of those. So I can actually upgrade the blast furnace already. Not bad. Circuits. Should probably... Silicon can stay, but I should take all that out. So it only ever makes what I need it to make. Which is gold for both, yeah. Oops. There's like a whole bunch of those guys. As many as we can currently. I'll have an interface up there soon as well. So that can just be any Certus quartz. Well, can it be the GregTech stuff though? I don't think it can it? That's there. It'll just say no. Yeah. Kind of annoying. I forget how to make this stuff. Well, that's not that bad. I need to get an autoclave upstairs too, shortly. I'm not sure how to do this still. I don't know how to make that go to the back. Was that a... I think I might have had a lever for that at some point. That's definitely not what I wanted. I'm not sure how that has water in it now. I think it was a sideways thing, wasn't it? I remember only accepting from the side, not the back. Is that going up or not? It is. Right. So that'll turn that into the actual stuff we need. Flux dust can go in there. Just make a bunch of those. A formation, yep. And Annihilation is just nether quartz. Get a bit more of that. And I need more of those processes. That'll do for the moment. A bunch of those, we can make those. I just need to get a whole lot of these things. I just need to get a bunch more interfaces and then I can automate them. Like if I have like 5 more, I should be able to automate this. Be nice. I just tell it to do that. I need motors, so I want 10 more of these, I guess. I tell you to do that. Wow, why is that so quick? Yeah, that's more the speed I was expecting. Bunch of them. I should just add that to skip a step. Gonna need more steel rods. I need more copper cable. I don't have any steel rods. That doubles it, so that's probably more than I want. I think I've got plenty of aluminium. Not in rod form. I think I've got plenty in here though, don't I? 60, yeah. Magnetize them. And that is all I need. That out. Fuck off. I'm just going to tell it to make more of that because I'm sure I'm going to need it in a minute. I do like that this is so fast. Very nice. Copper cable, magnetic. 16 of those, not bad. Because I need another one for this anyway. I need more gears and plates. Fuck all plates. I don't remember what I needed those for. Let's do another 60 of them anyway. So if I'm making 10 of these, I want 5 of these, right? I need 5 gears. Where are they? Here. 5 of them. I need more copper cable. I've got a lot of that. So I've got 5 of those already. That's convenient. 5 and 10. Need 5 of those things. More copper cable. More. No, that's actually pretty good. These guys. No CPUs are available. Is that so? Is that so? What? Is it referring to these? Why is it using both? Is it because they're both connected? Like, should these crafting storages be like 2 different units? So you have the yellows here. I think that may be a thing. I don't remember what the crafting units are for. Pretty sure that is a thing, so I need to split that into two. I don't want to do it while it's in the middle of a thing though. We'll just let that run out. And then I'll cut that in half. Weird. Been a while since that's been a thing. Come on, Slowpoke. So we want that. Not as powerful. That's fine. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we get 5 of them going. That'll be that. I've got those, I've got those. I need aluminium rods, I need copper cable. Got a bunch of rods in here still. Ooh, 20. Oh. Fine. It is cool to just come up here and see shit working. It's already done, but you get the idea. Did I leave those in here, did I? Sure did. So we got 5 robot arms. Alright, let's do this. Really? Sorry, I just made 5 of those. I guess because it's there and it doesn't know that it's there. Interesting. I didn't realize that was a separate like storage point. Cool. So we got more interfaces. So I need to connect those to these guys. Just clear that for the moment. What was I looking at before that was the problem? Well, I guess we'll just teach it robot arms for now. It's gonna have to learn how to do rods. Apparently the guy that made AE2 retired from Minecraft modding about 2 weeks ago. Interesting. I remember when the guy that made AE1 retired. It was a long time ago. So rods are made in the lathe, so I need interface on there that's connected. I'm old? Yes, I am. So one of you creates 2 of you. And that one goes in the lathe, so we can make rods now. Rods, I've already told it to do the copper cable, we've told it to do that, so the next step is electric motors. I've told it how to do that, told it how to do that, told it how to do that. So I need magnetic and just this whole thing. So we can easily enough do that. Then I need another interface up here soon. So we can tell it how to do the motor. It doesn't know how to magnetize the steel rods yet. I feel like I should just take this and put it up there. If I do that, then I'm going to need a like a low voltage thing, which I do have. I got plenty of cable for it, so that's not too bad. Also got more of this, so I can add that pretty easily. I've got the machine. So I need more batteries. I think I've got a few. I do indeed. That is not where I want that. So 4 batteries into this guy. That will output. Let's get these 2 back out. Output from the top. Input from the top. Then I need conduit connecting it, which I don't have. Conduit. I need 1 of you currently. Those, I'll probably need those again in a sec. So there'll be another interface there shortly, I imagine, so that's fine. So I can teach that how to magnetize steel. I still need to teach the lathe how to make steel rods. I don't have any extras, do I? No. Never mind. 2 of you. 1 steel ingot makes 2 steel rod, yeah. And that goes in the lathe. So I can make steel rods. I need to magnetize one of these guys. Oh, you fuck. So that can go there, and that can go there. That goes in the polarizer. So now I can do that, which is good. So now I can make this completely. Taught it how to make everything here. So now I just need to do this. Which is all already programmed in apart from this. So I'm not sure how I want to do this. I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to make a bunch of extruders, right? So an extruder for small gears and then another one for probably large gears or whatever else there is, I don't know. I feel like that's probably the way to go, because you don't want to use the alloy smelter. I don't want to melt it. Unless it'll function with the hammer. I mean, that's the easiest way, but for some reason I keep expecting it not to want to work with the hammer. Oh. There's a plane flying overhead, you can probably hear that in a minute. Give me one of these. So that does make a small gear. If we turn that on, I'm going to need more of my moleculars. That plane is fucking loud. I'm just going to mute you for a minute. Barely audible. Quieter than the music. Nice. So this one is full. Yep. So now I can make small aluminium gears with that. I have to teach you how to make a hammer. But I'll do that later. I haven't taught it how to make a wrench yet either, have I? So if I just throw that in there, and I say one of them, it'll make it. Awesome. So I think I've got everything I need for that. Let's turn that off before I forget. And make the piston here. Those stay, that can go, all of that can go. Piston. I can tell it to make the arm now as well. It's going to cycle to what I want it to cycle to. Pretty sure that's what I was using. Interesting that it wouldn't just put that in there. I don't want that. Right, we'll just chill a minute until that's done. So once that arm's done, I just have to teach it how to make the... I have to connect it to the... what are they called? The inscribers up above. So that guy goes there. Alright. So it's capable of crafting most things apart from these. So let's tell it how to do processes. I've got an interface, so we're going to have to go up here. Let's take all that out. That out. These should be empty. I want to replace this with a storage. What are they called? Storage chest, I guess. And then I'll just have the output going back into the interface that's going into there. Storage crate, yeah. Nope, nice. That there. That can connect to that, which will connect everything else, which you can see is still connected by that. It's too hot to wear clothes and my skin is sticking to the leather of my chair. Give me some AU advice. I mean, toughen up, really. Typically when it's hot, I keep a shirt on and then I'll just, you know, jump in the shower for a second and just get the whole shirt soaked and then just sit there in a wet shirt. That's kind of my go-to, and just have a fan pointed at me. I typically just wear like a cotton shirt and cotton shorts. That's all I wear. Just drench everything and have a fan going. Does a pretty good job. So I need to teach this. I also need to teach it that'll create these things. I need to make more conduit. Six might be enough. Wearing wet clothes. I mean, it's better than melting in a 50-degree room. Actually, I don't need conduit, do I? I just need the item conduit to be pushing into that. What exactly is going on here? Confuse myself by doing these things so separately. This is only the ME stuff, isn't it? So the item stuff here is only going... Right, there's two separate systems. It's pulling out all of this and pushing into here. And then that is pushing into here. Let's get this over with. Is this not a retarded be cool or die chat stereotype, or should I leave? I mean, I don't know what that means. You do. So that'll do all that shit and push straight back into here. And then that'll pull out here, feed everything into this, and then that'll pull back into here. But instead that's going into here. So if we get rid of that, get that connected here, then that will insert on blue with no extract. So brown will pull into here. Blue is always extracting, and that'll go straight back into here. So then the AE will accept that. Nice. That's what we need. So now I need to tell this thing that one silicon creates one of these, which means I have to tell it that silicon dust gets turned into it. Oh my god. It's endless. Never ends. I also have to tell it how to make fluics as well. Okay. So I've got a silicon plate actually. One of these guys. It's one of these guys in the compressor. One of these guys creates one of these guys. Some chats that don't let you use retarded because they think it's offensive. In extreme cases, they don't even let you curse. I mean, I don't care. I think there are a few words that are auto-moderated. I don't remember if that's still a thing. It's just carried over from my Discord. Typically it doesn't bother me too much, but if people are just being douchebags, then they'll get dealt with. So I also need gold plate. I have to teach how to do gold plate. Diamond. Discord list carries over to here. Yep. And there you go. And then Certus. Oop. Is it pure Certus that I need? It's not, it's the other stuff, isn't it? Which is its own thing, so I'm just gonna get these few done. Because I need to focus on Certus on its own, really. So I need a gold plate, we need a diamond plate. I have to, nope. One diamond equals one plate. One gold equals one plate. Understand anything of what you're doing? You don't understand? I mean, that's fine. This is it's a mod pack all about automation, so I'm just trying to teach my computer system here how to create basic components so that I can create more advanced components. So everything, how do we do it? Everything here is stuff that the computer can create currently. I often have to feed in like more basic resources so that it can do that. So I'm trying to teach it how to make the more basic things. Alright, so compressor can do the plates. So diamond makes diamond plate, gold makes gold plate, silicon ingot makes silicon plate. So now I need to teach that the processes, actually what are they called? Nope. Printed, okay. One of them, one of them. So gold plate can create this. Diamond plate can create that. Smile and nod, indeed. Smile and wave, boys. Was this one? It's fine. Now I just want to go and put these in manually because I don't trust the system. Go up. So silicon, gold, and diamond. So that'll go in here, that'll be automated through there, that'll go into here, and that'll come back in. So that will work as a closed circuit. And I need to teach it that those things create the logic processes as well. I need another circuit, which of course I don't have any, so give me one of them. And then we tell it that One of these. Oop. One of these. One of these. One of these. Creates... Oh, I'll have to go and build one. But proof of concept. You, and you. Should fill this up. And that should exit here and get pushed back into this. Which we probably won't even see because it'll be too quick. Yep. And we have a processor down here. So we can do that through here now that this is marked. Textures don't fit the Minecraft theme, but that doesn't matter too much. A friend told me that he created a 16-bit calculator with redstone. Yeah, people can do some crazy things with redstone. I don't really care too much for vanilla Minecraft though. Let's make a gold one now. So I need another circuit. Should just do that. Get a whole bunch of those firing up. And then I've got a gold, I've got a silicon. I'll have a circuit in a moment. One of them. I didn't even need the circuit. I do because I have to make one as an example. So gold goes there. Gold, silicon, circuit. No, actually I had a couple, so that was unnecessary. It's fine. Sure, I'll need more of those at some point. Alright, so there's 3 kinds of processors. We've got 2 of them. The last one is the Certus Quartz one, so I need to teach it how to do Certus Quartz. Which is, I guess, not a problem, but it is annoying. Let's clear that out. Did I? I did. I need to tell it how to make a silicon thing. Was it easy to find the 4th press? I actually found it in the very next meteor that I was looking for, but to get to that meteor I had to dig out like 1,000 blocks because it was buried way underground. So I've definitely had easier times and I've definitely had worse times. Somewhere in the middle. Trying to install Forge, but it installs like some sort of Internet Explorer file. Trying to install Forge. I mean, you don't need to install Forge, you get the mod pack through the Twitch launcher. Silver lining indeed, yeah. It's a calculation processor, let's add that up here. So I need to make Certus Quartz plate. And Certus Quartz dust. The problem is I don't really know how I'm getting this stuff. Like I'm getting the ore, right? Like I go mining for the ore. This guy. How does this work? So I'm smelting it, so I'm getting this stuff. And then this stuff can be compacted directly into that. Pulverized down. That... Can that stuff be thrown in there? Weren't MJ images supposed to expire after a year? One of the banned words is 1.5 years old. I don't know how that works. Like I had a lot of the Warframe builds expire and then I went and looked like 3 months later and they were back. So I guess... I mean, I don't know. There seems to be no logic to it. I discovered I have a 1.12 Forge in my computer. I mean, fair enough. The bomb time. The voice is also starting to go weird. So let's just try throwing that Certus quartz in there. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. Pronounce... I don't know how to pronounce it then. Certus. Can't say I particularly care. Autoclave. So this shouldn't work, right? Oh, it does work. That makes that, but I don't necessarily need it. Imgur? So this definitely needs Certus quartz plates. Yeah? Imgur. That just seems like a word that doesn't have any like solid outline. It's like the sound a baby would make. How difficult is it to make a compactor? Oh, it's from thermal expansion. Holy shit. So that takes RF. Which is... RF is my favorite type of power. But my whole base is running on EU at the moment. That's kind of annoying. Because then it wouldn't sit on either line up the top. Because it can be upgraded like mad. Oh, this requires stainless steel. Hang on. Which requires mana-infused ingots. So I can't create a compactor at the moment. Hang on. What is this? Primal mana? I assume cryotheum is going to be the problem here. I don't have blizz powder. Yeah. That is way too much work currently. And the use of Imgur is to share images on sites or Discord servers that don't allow... Yeah, that's why we use it. So I have to be using the compressor here. So I need to turn it into dust. So... what happens if I just throw that in a macerator? Creates dust. Okay. So one of you creates one of you. Whoa. I don't think I've got an interface up there yet. With that back. Macerator. That goes in there, that'll output from the top. So we can make Certus quartz dust, which then needs to be compressed again to a plate, which of course I don't have any. So let's go and do one real quick. Wonder if I can click that out before the interface steals it. No. You definitely cannot. One of them... what? Did I not pull it back into the system? Oh, I did get it. I'm just blind? Or did that not show up? Or we're just blind. So the compressor can do that for us. So now I have Certus quartz plate, which is what I need to send up top to make one of those. So, get one of these guys. Plate equals printed circuit. That goes in here. And then I need to actually make one. I've probably got one. I don't. Okay. One of them. One of them. One of them. The fact that it limits you to 24 hours is annoying AF. It apparently thinks it serves as some bad picture social media like Instagram. I mean, I don't use it enough to know any of these nuances. So this should just pull into here, create one. And that gets dumped back in. Oop. That goes there. Plate. No. Wait. Printed. One of them. One of them. And then the circuit again. It's this guy. What if I tell you to do this? What are we missing? Okay. I'm gonna have to sort that out at some point. Tin alloy foil is something that I've been meaning to do anyway. What did I have over here? It's the Fluix dust. I'm actually going to take that back because I'm going to need those patterns. Let's just get that in here. So now I can autocraft all of the processes. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. Take all this shit away. I don't really want to throw that in there. You can have it. So that can go, I don't need that anymore. I do need to sort out the tin alloy. Which means I need to teach how to make dusts. Which means I'm going to need more patterns. We've got 58 circuit board. Ooh, nice. Where the fuck did that go? Never mind. And then that needed... Okay, that's not very helpful. Yeah, tin alloy foil. So we've got the dust. Not exactly sure how to make that again. So I need to use the plate in the cluster mill, and the dust comes from the mixer. So I need to use the dust. Well, that seems weird. So I need to smelt that and then compress that. Okay. So, ooh. Tin alloy. And then the tin alloy goes there, which we then compress. I don't need that pulsating dust on me either. So that goes away, that goes there. So the compressor gets this tin alloy. That needs to go on a furnace, which we don't even have up here yet. Well, that's interesting. What do I use here to get dust? Like, I've just been cooking that in this, right? So I need to make like an electric furnace. Oh, they actually have those in this pack. Oh, I mean, fair enough. That makes life a bit easier. I thought I'd have to use another mod to get that, but no. So that wants two of those guys, an MV. Good for that. Two of these. I need tin alloy foil. Guess what? Oh, god damn it. I have just enough to make that. So I have that, I have that. I'll have copper cable. I don't know if I've got any of this left. I do, but very little. What did I need? 2x. Alright, I've got everything I need to make that. convenient. I am going to need more interfaces though. I'm missing tin alloy foil, of course. Okay. Now, we'll do that manually for the moment. I think it'll be able to make it from the ingots, right? You can just throw that in there. What'll be getting made? Hang on. What if we do this? Not done yet. Wow, I just completely spaced on why I needed the tin alloy. Of this? Have I not? Oh right, I need the interface to do that. So I need to do that manually. Fine, fine. Hey Shu, welcome. I'm just getting into autocrafting finally. I'm trying to get shit set up so that I can like fulfill the feedback loop of requiring interfaces up here and blank patterns. So I'm trying to get these two completely automated. That's the goal currently. You can see I've got my bank of machines going on up here. There's room for another one. I'll probably move this later as well. But that's the goal currently. It is quite painful, but once I've got those two things set, I think we'll be good. This guy. Cluster mill. Get that firing. I don't think I need too much of this currently. I think it was not much at all actually. Because I only need one more. Well, I guess I need two more interfaces total. I'll tell it to make the one. What am I missing here? Oh, it only wants processors. I made the next one up. I only need two of these guys. What is that missing? Tin alloy, of course. Give me that. So much machinery to wrap your head around. You could never. I mean, this is less than 1% of the shit I'm going to need to make the endgame stuff. There's a lot of work ahead of us, my friend. Two of these guys. So you can see that it's like crafting all this stuff in the background. So I've taught it to make all the like smaller components and then it can build up into the bigger stuff. So there's still a lot of smaller stuff and a lot of bigger stuff that I need to get going. Just doing the final process. In theory. Must be waiting on something. I think because I've got the other thing in there too. I'm concerned. No, it's still doing it. I was just waiting on something. Yeah, a lot of your Warframe videos. Glad to see you play Minecraft. Welcome, Shortcut. Thank you. Yeah, I do love Warframe, but there's just not much there for me at the moment. I'll definitely go back when the next mainline drops, which I think is soonish. So that'll be fun. But in the meantime, I'm just jumping around trying out all these different other games while I can. I sort of come back to Minecraft every year or so and do a mod pack. Godspeed. Yeah. Yep. A lot of work to go. So now this can go here. Though that needs to be set to the top. Allow output. I'm going to need conduit to connect under here, which of course I don't have. So I need to get that tin alloy stuff going. What is this? Dust into ingot. So that needs to go on top of the... Let's just look at our conduit first. That needs to go on top of this guy. And then that'll connect to the system like that. So if I go like this, it now knows how to make that. So that'll output back in, which is good. Very same. All that's really left is Explorer Orb. and your laptop can't handle it. Ouch. Explorer Orb is a good one to speedrun. I did have a lot of fun doing that. I think the fight itself is fine. But yeah, it's just... I'm tired of making my own content, really. Grinding the same things thousands of times for enjoyment. I think I'll just go and experiment with some new stuff and then go back when they've got more to offer. Which they're always adding new stuff, so I'm sure it's fine. Get rid of that furnace. Ooh, I got no patterns left. Is that going to tell me... tin alloy foil. Okay. I got more plates, don't I? Get that in there. Takes a while before I can smoothly run around in PoE. Yeah. I got a decent PC, so that's not a problem for me, which is nice. I think I've had a decent PC the whole time I've been playing Warframe, so I've never had that problem. But before Warframe, I definitely met it in other games. Alright. Trial is a nightmare, understatement. Yeah, I've heard that a lot too. The aluminium foil, Wait, it's tin alloy foil. That's a plate into 4 in the cluster mill. Do I have any plates? Tin alloy plate, I can make one. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 of that in here. Oh, I don't have any patterns left, do I? Make me some patterns. $16. Beautiful. That's not how you spell plate. 1 plate creates 4 of those. I need another interface before I can actually tell it to do that though. What is this short on? Wrought iron plate? Wow, really? Okay. So let's do this. 1 iron ingot equals 1 wrought iron. And then 1 wrought iron. Getting to just hit the plus in JEI? Yeah, that happens. Where'd it go? There. So this guy can turn iron into wrought iron. And then this guy can turn wrought iron plate, wrought iron ingot into a wrought iron plate. So now we can make that. So if I do this, good to go. Have you played the Sky Factory mod pack? I tried to play it, I didn't really get into it. Question mark killed Voidforge? The fuck is that? I've watched a lot of Sky Factory. I find Sky Factory really interesting to watch, but I don't really enjoy playing it. I think I probably would if I tried streaming it, because when I stream a game, I do tend to get more immersed in it. So, you know, it'd probably work, but I haven't yet. Trees and prestige mods are bleh. Oh, mode are bleh. I don't really know what they are. Played a bunch with my friends and left them to do all the machinery and magic stuff while I just did the chicken farm. Fair enough. The group of guys I watched play it had someone exactly like you. I watched the Achievement Hunter guys play it, and Jeff is all about the chickens. Everyone else was doing all this stuff, and he was just simple farmer Jeff. Very cute. Alright, so we got... What is this? 1 plate. Yeah, I needed the interface to know. Give me that. So the interface goes on the cluster mill for the moment. And that gets this. This chickens were your jam. I've never done any chicken mod, but it looked pretty interesting. It looked very similar to bees. So I'm sure I'd get into it. Metal output from the top. I assume I've already screwdrivered that, which I have. So I need to teach it how to make dust so that I can get more tin alloy. I'm not sure the best way to make dust, honestly. Where is the macerator? Alright, so it just goes through the macerator to get that. Okay, that's fine. So I need iron and tin for tin alloy. That makes sense to me. One ingot creates that. Smash up some aluminium, some tin, yeah. One tin ingot equals one tin dust. And they can both go in the macerator. Ooh. Shift click that, and I was quite worried for a second there. Pretty lengthy, but not too complicated for me, plus pretty fun. Yeah, fair enough. So we've got the dusts, and then I need to tell it 2 dusts, which means I need another interface. Okay. So 1 tin dust, 1 iron dust. Get up, you fuck. Machine that gives us 2 tin alloy. 2 of them. What are we waiting on? A lot of stuff. That's fine. Shift clicked it. Shut up. Means I have to search it. I'm just so used to clicking it instead of searching it. Gotta let that do its thing. I need that interface up there before I can put that in there. And then the tin alloy dust, does that get smelted? Electric furnace. Yeah, I already told it to do that. Let's go. There. Alright, so we can make tin foil now. So it can't complain at me that we don't have any of that stuff now. Alloy smelter is going to need a lot. I'm going to need multiple of those, I'm sure. But currently, it's fine. What do you say if I do this? What else am I missing? Alright, so I just don't have enough copper, and then I still need to teach it how to make this. Which I don't really want to do. Have a look at our copper situation out here. Stack there. Now we got plenty up there. Let's get a bunch of that going. So I have heaps of that in a minute. What about pattern? Polyethylene doesn't know how to make coal dust yet. So let's teach it that. Just be macerated, I believe. So now I need to teach it how to do polyethylene. So I kind of wanted to have another row for that. How do I want to do that? So if I just wanted to have a passive row, because I need to have... Because I've got a few LV machines that do the first chemicals, and then it goes into a MV. So I could have an MV there and a few LVs here, and then it would push in, and then just store a bunch of poly there. Or push that directly into something, into the extruder. Do I want to do that? I don't really think I want to do that. So I forgot to do this. Oh, they're both reading as blocking mode. Ooh. How far into the questing are you? Not very far. So the beginning is pretty much all done. There are a few little things to do as yet. Early game, I've just reached high voltage, and I've just started stepping into AE2. So I've got polyethylene just down here. So I've just got the patterns, and then I haven't touched mid or late game or end game. Well, I've got a few ingots in here, but we're still in the early game. I'm assuming there's quite a bit more that opens up here. So it'll be similar to that page. Yeah, I still haven't made an extruder. I want to get into those soon, because I think they make circuits and stuff cheaper. Oop. So I want all of these on ignore currently. Ignore the contents. Oops. Do not push crafting. Maybe it's that one that I wanted. Although I guess, like Leia said, I don't want that one to be like that. Yeah, so I want these to be ignoring. No, I don't. It's weird that it's just blocking mode for both. I'm just going to have all this so I can actually watch it. Curious how that'll work. Anyway, alright. So this needs polyethylene. Is that all it needed now? It's got the coal dust. So I need to teach it how to make that. I think the interfaces were good. Apart from copper. I said 10 of them. Don't have enough aluminium. Oh, I haven't told it how to make those yet. Sticky resin and copper is fine. I need to tell it how to make those. Okay. Ah, that's right. Because I need to explain this stuff. Set that back to crafting mode. We'll add those now anyway. Although I don't know which quartz I'm going to be using. I'm not sure which of these is the most efficient. Can you automate tree harvesting yet? I mean, I haven't done any quest that has allowed that, but I haven't looked into it. There might be something I can build that can do it. So Fluix dust needs Fluix crystal. Fluix crystal needs a charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, 1 redstone. So I need to teach the system how to charge Certus quartz. There's this thing here. And then I need to tell it to use this to create Fluix. So let's charge Certus quartz. And that has to accept... Well, I think I can actually plug that in anywhere, right? So I could have that back up here. Because it would just connect to this stuff. But theoretically I could just like slap it somewhere here. How do I want to do that? How do I want to do that? Because I kind of want to have this extending up. So I could just have it in the air above this. because I only have one. Just going to need one interface, which I don't have on me. Do I not have enough to make any of these? Fuck off. Whoa. I can make one, so I'll make one. A lot of stuff to make. Make one of them. And then I'm not sure if I can input and output from the bottom of this thing. So I guess when I have one we'll find out. Actually I wanna, while that's doing that, get up there, you fuck. Yeah, so it does put the whole lot in there. Why is that invisible? So that should be done in a sec. Yep. So what if I did this? Ignore that. Is that getting power? It is. So if I told you one of these, well, actually I need to work out, well it has to be this to get charged, doesn't it? Let that charge real quick. Is that going to say in NEI? Hello? Why is that not charging? So does quartz charged. Is it just taking longer? Took longer than I thought it would. Okay. So it has to be this stuff. So that is the typical Certus quartz. So I have to run it through an autoclave to get this, which I can then charge. So I need to have an autoclave hooked up upstairs, which I do have one. This guy. But it is LV, which is fine, I guess. I want to find out if this will work. So one into a charged. And then this. Will this show up? It does. I mean, it says it's charged and it's not outputting. So I assume downstairs is still waiting for it. It is. So I need to output that manually. Although that's got item conduit right there. And that is right in the way. So what if I did... we connect to this, which we extract on red, always active. Now we connect to the interface, which we insert on red. So that'll pull out and push back into there. And why is that set to... Well, that's the new one, so that shouldn't have extract at all. So that should just be that cycle. I'm impressed, this is pretty advanced stuff. Still only halfway through the questing. Yeah. I mean, things get exponentially harder, so I'm not even halfway. Like, the questing Like as we progress through, it takes longer and longer to complete nodes, so it gets harder and harder and harder. So really, we are still very much so in the early game. Like building these things is stupid expensive. So now if I told this to do, oh, let's take that out, and let's say I want 10 of those. This guy will just go mad. Yep. Ah, I see the problem. I think it is extracting just the Certus quartz before it charges. Let's go and have a look. Oh no. No, looks like it's behaving, so it's only extracting when it's ready. That seems weird because you think the conduit would be able to pull it out naturally. Like this. How do I open that? No, I guess there was no filter in here. Fair enough. So I don't need this here anymore. Honestly, I haven't used this trash can in a very long time. But I guess we will leave it there for the sake of neatness. In the meantime, so I can create charged. So now I need to automate this guy. I'm afraid of making more than one of these because I know I don't have much stuff. Just needs copper to make 3. Okay, we'll throw some copper in there and it'll make 3. Three of those, please. Chest can go. I'm not sure where I want to do that either. I guess I would just do it like right here. It's 2 gap. So interface there, this above it. That'll do. So again, we wait for one of those to craft. Flux crystal is 1 charged, 1 nether, 1 redstone. So we want redstone, nether. One. I think that actually creates more than... So if I do this, it creates 2. We can do 2 here. Accidentally breaking blocks everywhere. I need to get this set up so that it is keeping things like this stored. Was that a car parking in the driveway? It was indeed. My window is open, so... I feel like this is a little misleading. Okay, one of them. Right there. Connect it back to the system like that. Thank you, Shuichi. Appreciate it. So now I can do that. Now, will this auto extract? Is the question. Also, do not push. Do not push. So we got to... Only watching on PC so I can sub. Fair enough. Yeah. Looks. Give me that. 10 of you. Why is that what happened? So is there 10 in the system now, and it's not outputting the last ones? No, that's not what happened at all. What the fuck is happening? Ah, I see. It's just not pushing back in. So we'll extract this on red, always active. Insert this on red. Now the problem is this pulling out things that it shouldn't be? Didn't then. I feel like that's pretty instant, so... oh no, it's charging stuff, okay. You know, I keep thinking that I've busted them. Busted at doing something that it shouldn't be doing, and typically that's not the problem. Alright, so it looks like it's doing that pretty reliably. So that's fine. So we've got flux crystals being made. I don't really remember where I was heading with that. It was just for the flux dust, wasn't it? It doesn't yet know how to make dust, so that's fine. Flux dust goes in the macerator. So I can make dust. Now I need to work out what I'm doing with this. So I don't know if this is made from the seed, which is made from one Certus quartz dust. Makes 2 of these. So one regular Certus quartz makes 2 pure Certus quartz, so it's twice as efficient to use the pure stuff. So I want to use Certus quartz dust, right? Sand. So every machine you want to automate needs an interface, yeah. So the mod that I'm using to automate stuff is called Applied Energistics, which is this computer system here. So everything I'm interacting with here. So if I want to automate something, I need to teach this system how to interact with it. So, you know, these machines here are just basic ones. They're not actually connected to the computer network, so the computer doesn't know they exist. So the way the computer interacts with things in the world is through interfaces. So any interface I have, like this, will interact with anything around it, and in this case the only interactable is the machine beneath it. So the computer can sense this, and then I'm telling it that if it gives in this case, if it gives tin dust and iron dust to this interactable, it'll get back in return the tin alloy dust. So you can teach it that if it sends things to this point in the world, it'll receive something from the same point in the world. So that's the purpose of the interface, and that is the idea behind the patterns here. You're teaching it one step at a time how to interact with the world around it. So that's how we're automating everything. This mod is crucial to a lot of mod packs, that's for sure. Alright, so I need to automate the pure Certus quartz. So this stuff, just pull it all out for the moment. So I can make Certus dust already, and that just makes it from this stuff, which is fine. So that actually works well. The one sand and that. Put into this. Is this going to get extracted is something I want to know. Oh wait, that gets combined here first. That creates 2 of them. That goes in here. And no, the Ender conduit is going to wait for this to say it's ready to output before it does. And this is set to that, which I'm not sure if that's good or not yet. Garth pretty far into this pack. I believe he is very far into it. That's finished. And it gets extracted. Awesome. So now we have pure Certus quartz automated. Although it doesn't... No, it's not automated yet. I just did it as a proof of concept. So I need another one of these. Which I don't have any sand, of course. Give me one of those. Why is that taking a while? Where did I put that? Did I put that in the... I did. Not where I want that at all. I want that there. Cancel that. Give me one of those. Am I crazy? Why isn't that working? One Certus quartz dust, which it can make, and one sand. That should be able to make seeds for me. It has molecular chambers. Am I nuts? Is that not how you make them? It's just regular sand. It's regular Certus quartz. Unless it's not. Give me one of these. And you cancel that. Certus dust. Sand. 1, 1. I mean, those are the components that I need to make it. Why isn't it making it? Modpack is going to take me ages, but I'm excited to see the potential. It seems to be a lot. Do you know what I'm doing wrong here, Garth? Why is this not working? I've got 5 sand available. I've got 2 of that available, and it knows how to craft 3. This is available to be turned into that. But it's just not working. Why is that? Nope. What the actual fuck have I done wrong here? Making seeds. Is it because I didn't set the thing to like a... Is it because I have it as processing instead of crafting? I mean, I'm sure that's what it is, right? Now I'm curious what you're talking about, though. I'm just going to try this while you explain. Give me that. Take that. That's what it is? Alright. Cancel. Seed. Give me that, you prick. Hey! Okay. Okay, that's fine. That wasn't a big problem. Just me being blind. I'm trying to say that, but I didn't know the words. Fair enough. It's alright, we got there in the end. So now 2 of these, well, I only want 1 of those. Create 1 of these. And that is a processing. Some items like batteries, for instance, if you shift click the recipe or don't use an actual in-game item, it hangs the system for whatever reason. Interesting. I'm sure I'll run into that at some point. So now if I connect this to the growth chamber, and I take all of this out, can have that back there, and then I say I need 1 of these guys, I say I need 10 of these guys. That should go to work, and that should fill up. I'll throw those in there as well, just because. But that should finish up, and we should have a bunch of that. And then if this is automated, that means I can finish the processes in the background. So that all clears out. This is done. Now we have pure Certus. Awesome. Alright, so printed. I think I've already told it to make. I think I've told it to make the processes already, haven't I? So it knows how to make them, it just didn't know how to make the basic stuff. So I can make it printed, it can make that. Yeah, so that's all done. What is this? Skip that real quick. Okay, I can go back in, I can go back in. Fluix can go. Patterns can go. Oh, that's right, the formation cores. Okay. Crafting mode. So we're going to use pure because that's twice as efficient. We've got formation. We got annihilation. Oh, I haven't taught it to make that. I assume that's twice as efficient as the other one. Let's have a look at that. Nether quartz dust and sand into a puddle of water. So I assume that'll give us 2. So let's just theory test that. So nether quartz dust and sand, of which I'm quite low. Yeah, that gives us 2, so it's exactly the same. So we definitely want to teach it to do that. Sand, nether quartz, crafting equals 2 of them. Nether, 1 of you processed turns into you. So now the macerator, do the nether quartz dust. Growth chamber, nope. Assembler will do the seed. It'll also do these 2. So then I need to tell it that the seed, 1 seed will create pure nether quartz, which I have none of. I run out of patterns as well. Right. So I need to, once I've done this, I need to sort out the polyethylene, I think, because that's the problem I'm running into with the blank patterns. Everything else, I think, can be crafted apart from this. It also doesn't know how to make electrum yet. Or this, actually, so there's still a few things I have to do. Actually, a lot of things I have to do, because it's not taught how to do that yet either. I feel like most of the bad things are out of the way for the basics here. And then once these two are good, then interfaces are sorted. I need to tell it how to make aluminium. I also need to set it up so that I'm automating clay. I could just do that on the LV line. So it would be... I need a cobble gen. I don't know how fast the Ignis extruder is. I'm pretty sure you can fill it with upgrades. So I'm sure it'll be fast enough. And then that'll have to go into a pulverizer. All the way down to dust. Let's look at clay. Dust with water makes the clay. Can't make the igneous. Invar copper. Stainless. It needs the mana again. You bastard. Well, cobble isn't particularly hard to get. So if I have a system set up where I can dump in a whole bunch of cobble and it'll get turned into clay, that's fine. Cobble is very easy to get. So that's still fine. Patterns are done. Oh, I should have been doing this while I was waiting. Get those guys done. Yeah. It's just so I don't have to manually go out and get terracotta or clay. Because you can macerate terracotta into clay dust, which you can electrolyze to get aluminium. I don't know how else you get aluminium yet. It's definitely dust. I think there's plenty of ore you can get it from. Can you validate your own runs if you're auxiliary? I don't know, it's a good question. I validate my own runs. Interesting. It's 1,000 IR for tick for a Guardian. But it creates aluminium. Interesting. Alright. Whoa. That guy. Now growth chamber there. Right, so now interfaces should be good to go. You can verify your own runs on speedrun.com. You can if you're an admin, yeah. Here are some ideas on how to get them done faster. I mean, that's fine. So that's done. That's not done because polyethylene. How long have I been live? 3.5? I still might end it there. I might end it early. It's not a very long stream today, but I started quite late in my day. I've got that burning feeling behind my eyes, just firing up. I need to go and spend some time with Alex, so I think I will. So I still need to sort out automatic polyethylene and clay, and I need to sort out these multi-blocks. because I need the fluid that comes out of here. Spending time with real people. Yeah. You just wake up. Well, that's. I mean, it's 1:23 a.m. here, so it's actually a lot later than I thought it was. Get those away for now. We made a lot of progress today. Fucking auto-crafting finally feels good. Feels real good. I need to get some facades so that the walls don't look ugly like this. So yeah, I need to kind of just think about how I want to do this. But that is a problem for tomorrow, I think. Alright, almost nude in Florida. Noon in Florida. Freudian slip. Alright, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna bail. I'll get some food probably. And then hopefully I'll be up again tomorrow, but no promises.